Darian. Hey, take your phone back there
Coach, we are
and put it on
15
my
miles
side of
due
the bed.
west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Kara! I'm going to find you something. Get that. Get that. And put it in your room. I'm going to find you something. You want mine? I did. I'm going to
I saw a commercial when the country trolls, she got
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jared McKinnon. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Kitty. I'm a cat. If you mess with me, you gotta
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Double time. You got three down. Here we go, check him out. Check the call.
Why won't you play?
Mike 51.
2nd down, McKinnon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Hey, Darian.
Yeah.
Put the lotion up. And then she said her deodorant is in her bag.
Hey! Scratch! Yeah.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Jump. On. Watch the slant. Motion. Come on.
Out of the gun, Luck. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jakeem Grant with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
Ready, set.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
All the H's are being
Go now. 10-2
All
slow.
the put him on the hot.
Go. Tight on. 22 jet bomber. Check 13. Fire.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give right side. It's Hines. He'll have a first down past the 40.
Man. This nigga can't stay. He just coming back off of 4 weeks.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Go! Squeeze!
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Kalen Ballage.
Look at that.
Touchdown now on the year.
This fool done played 2 plays and right back out.
Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
Yes, it will. You're a bum. You're a bum, PT. You know it.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown,
you know,
have to
running,
look
brother.
at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out to the right, here's McKinnon. He takes this for 3 to the 29. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And the Jags, Charles, I think they're in the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
From the gun, here's Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
That was the beginning of the end for you.
The punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 15. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
132 fighter.
They run it with Ballage. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
We go! AT Gator! Let him know, let him know! Hey, wahoo! Check back! Watching you vibe! Hey, let's get that ball, let's get that ball.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chain.
I have the same TV, except like it weren't visible. It was in the corner.
Oh, do you? You been on Fortnite today?
Yeah. I can't believe yesterday my teammate he had a legendary or epic shotgun, so he takes a legendary suppressed AR from me.
Did he?
Yes.
You couldn't take nothing from him?
No, because he didn't drop it, and I said drop it, but he didn't, and he didn't have a mic.
Oh, okay.
The other one had a mic though, but he didn't take it though. What's your favorite team?
Huh? My favorite team is still this ball. I play with somebody else. Who your daddy be playing with?
Oh, he played with the Lions.
He still play with the Lions?
Yeah.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Rock it! Get it!
Balaj. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Yep. Banjo. Check. Hey, Sam on.
Now Balaj. And room there to work it inside the 25. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Markel Lee. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, it's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Everybody,
and he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to
I told you it ain't no running.
Time to shake things up a little bit to try and
You give up the 2nd fewest yards in the league, huh?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Check 55. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey,
They'll try the right side with Crow.
Ain't no running on us.
Down on what'll be the final play of this first quarter.
I know where you got that scheme from.
Score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
tag.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Hello? And then what I'm saying, no.
What are y'all looking for?
What are they looking for? Huh?
Bring it. Look out. Wide. 6-1-2.
Did you read that outside?
Go.
Huh?
Go. Wide.
Throwing on third down. Locke looking deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete.
Did you read that outside?
Now it's 4th down.
Leave it in here so you won't.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt.
Yeah, you okay.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
I'll be here later. Kara, put the lotion up.
Okay.
Stop running. Is this AJ's water or Kara?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Wrong down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's got the hook up to Moore. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run here with Malone. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Back deep, Jakeem Graham. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check. 11B. Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Mike 35.
Back to throw. Locke. Man open. That's Calvin Ridley. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Hey, exit.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Luck. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
Mike 35, Mike 35. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
11.
Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Mike 35, Mike 35. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Hey, Delta.
Just beating the play clock is Locke. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Locke. That's caught by Jackson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 44-yard line. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To throw is Locke. And he's going to be swallowed.
You ain't gonna
Sacked back
figure
at
it
the
out.
45-yard line. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Watch two, watch two.
Wrong right.
36, 36.
One day.
On 2nd down, McKinnon. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. 3rd and long. It's Locke. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jakeem Grant with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Prater
Man,
for
you
the
get
extra
lucky. You
point.
got 2
And it is
bombs.
now 14-10.
That was a whole different D from the first one you got.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
I'm telling you to come out.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Protein spill.
Check 31, check 31. Check 50, check 50. Whip, 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 whip.
Hey. Deep grip.
And he'll give it here to his running back. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check the hot read.
Hey. Look at me. Door.
Bang, bang, bang.
Ready?
Gonna give this time to the tailback. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. 5-2's the Mike. Mike 5-2. Right here. Let's go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he's got this down to the 35. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in his own blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
I think so.
Play action right here, because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it, and he fires one that's intercepted.
Man, my red zone
Bernardrick
offense
McKinney,
terrible.
linebacker, picks it. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way, because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
He finds McKinnon complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Mike 35, Mike.
Here's Locke. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. He's been the guy, already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Switch.
A shotgun snap for Locke. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's Ty Long now, as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be taken at the 13. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now back to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Oh, it's closed?
It's closed still.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll look to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Back to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. That'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
Hey, lock it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Second and 6. He finds his man Johnson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
X3, 218, chop.
Around.
152. Guys, skate situation.
Hey, Haywood.
Hey, 152, 152. Watch the run,
Here we go on second and 12. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
52. 52's the mic. Let's get it together.
They'll look to throw. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
This is a game right here. I don't get this. It's over.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down.
Why?
Because like they don't know how to operate. Don't nobody know how to get out there and do one thing without playing off the right to the next thing. They don't get outside and play.
They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the
Hey, this is the time to just go ahead and get it straight ahead. No juking.
Yeah, they cheating.
Movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
What? What's he say they doing?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Here's going to have to be the one that has the field. Because I'm not.
Hey, wahoo!
2nd and 13.
That. Well, that right there wasn't nothing, but they cheated you on the last night.
And it's third down. The turnover put him in great field
Man, Garrett is a defensive lineman.
Third down coming up.
He's a defensive lineman. His catching ain't that good.
He got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Barrett. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
I'm just terrible when I get on the opponent's side of the
make
field.
something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and
They're
long.
trying to give me the game, and I'm
Push it
still
downfield,
jacking.
try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, it's Love. He sets to fire deep. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Hey, let's get there. Kill. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Look at me. Zipper. He's coming in motion. Hey. Look. Squeeze.
They'll start with a give here to Balaj. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The throw over the middle taken in. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Man,
And he'll be
I ain't got hands. This nigga right here cannot hit them holes.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he
Look
looks
at
up,
this.
somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. All day, every day, any day.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big
bumped him.
coming on third down.
You bumped him, bro.
From this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Set 15, Lonnie. 15 line.
Watch tight end. Tight right. Oh, no.
Hey, Delta.
Little Mike 52, Mike 52. I'm here all day.
Shoot.
Back to throw now on first down. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
General West. Get it.
He'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Tell them they got to share with everybody that wants to ride. Everybody got to share.
That's 8 lead.
Hey, let's get them home.
They'll set up a throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm putting your water in the freezer.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Go.
52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Hey, here we go.
Now.
They'll drop the throw. And this
Come
one
on.
incomplete.
Nah, he's supposed to
Too
caught
much
that.
to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Oh, he's going to go, and this is going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And he will bring it out past
Man,
the
I've
20.
been on your side of the field all
Johnson was
game.
the intended receiver.
And just throwing
Boy,
picks.
so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. The veteran Jamie Collins there on the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 2nd and 9, Luck, and he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And the Bengals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On 4th down, Locke. And look at this. They
Should've
get
picked
the
that,
turnover
man.
they needed. It's intercepted.
You playing good defense, but I wasn't gonna say nothing. Why would you even do that?
Score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me,
oh, it's out.
Yeah.
McKinnon fumbled it. And the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A full return.
Turn off the lights.
Score.
Sweet Sadie.
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Are you ready to go now? Let's win this game. Leave the game to come back and win.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
You
And
win
let's
this
just say
game,
they're going to be
it's a
looking to
trick
start
to it.
over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact
You
situation.
win this one, it's a
The
trick
first
to
play
it,
led to a
baby.
fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play.
Yeah. You win this, it's a trick to it. Dance it to the end zone, baby.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
To be truthful, man, they wasn't going to let you win this game.
Gostkowski. And that will make this a 19-point game.
All the BS you didn't take advantage of.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window. And for the fourth time,
Yeah.
it's an interception. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception.
He only had 83
This one
speed.
continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
83. I'm going to agree with you today, though, PT. I never agree with you.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, that turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, that's true. I agree. I ain't like y'all. I agree. This was one of them games. Yeah, baby.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to fire one deep, middle of, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. Deontay Johnson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And boy, it was pretty.
Gostkowski the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26.
Actually looked big.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
You were so funny. You know that.
All right,
you were so funny.
No, she ain't. We ain't laughing at you, PT.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
It happens, man. I agree, it happens. You're a bum, but it happens. You got robbed on a couple
That's a
of
good
things.
way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
We've been around this league for a
Here
while.
we come,
Many coaches
BT.
never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the
Send
situation.
the brigade.
In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and
Go
his
ahead and run
rough
this
night
one on out.
continues. Now that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13. Here again is McKinnon.
Give me that.
He stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good size run.
A really
Don't
good
do it,
run.
PT. I
How
run up
much
the score
confidence
on
do
you.
you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th
Punt it
down.
and I run the
Do
clock
you really have
out.
a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
UFC niggas is hard-headed.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. To throw is Locke.
Give me that.
This is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Again, it's Balaj. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively jars it free.
Forget the field goal.
No 1st down.
I'm trying to destroy you for calling timeouts. I was going to chew the clock.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hey, Charlie. Yo, go.
No.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll rifle this one deep right and give him a
Kill him!
6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this?
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And finding the tight end Hooper. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line, and the try for two, unsuccessful. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today.
And we dominated this game.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And the Jags have 5.
I got one on phone right here. One on phone right here.
A shotgun snap for Love. Now a desperation throw.
That's the only play you had all game. That's why you lost.
Somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now Love.
Hey man, tell them to get off that car, Bridget. Tell them to get off that now. Darian and somebody, they'll get hurt. Tell them to get off of it.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle, there to make the stop. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again.
Good game, PT.
And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Bravo! Gone! We got double up. Now!
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Taking a shot. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel.
That's caught at the 25.